Right, time for showbiz. Miss G has joined me. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, usual. So I'm sure that everybody has been waiting. I got people asking me, oh, you're talking about Ina, you're not talking about Miss Ghana yet. But you know there's no way we will find Ina party and not have that conversation about Miss Ghana and all the issues about, you know, she being a monster, a pimp, blah, 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 blah. First off, she says she sued all these girls, including journalist Chris Vincent and his blog, GhanaCelebrities.com, for defamation. And she's been explaining more.
Like most or some media houses prefer to focus on controversies. We focus on our work. It's about beauty with a purpose. It's about impacting society, and that's what we spend our time doing. I mean, if you want to hear about noise or dabble in such, you know, demeaning exchanges, then that's definitely not my personality, and neither does the Miss Ghana brand stand for that. Now, if you want to talk about people hitting at you with all those controversies, I'm sure discerning listeners or people who are discerning enough can read between the lines and see that this is a clear, you know, attempt or deliberate attempt at tarnishing our reputation, our hard-earned reputation, and in particular, my reputation. And what's the best way to deal with that than resorting to the legal system? And that's what we did. But I'm ashamed and disappointed at the fact that the majority of people think that's how Ghanaians are. We get on air, social circles, and we defame people or gossip or say things with impunity. And they go, oh, Fama, or forgive them. And it's about high time that stopped.
Who have we subpoenaed?
Stephanie Kakari, Delali, Antoinette Kemavor, Ajisupina, Nana Kyobefi, Margaret Kumaminta, Chris Vincent, and GhanaCelebrities.com. These are the parties to begin with.
They said things about you that were untrue.
Sometimes I'm lost for words. It's like you're like just tired of it all, to be honest. Yeah. It's a shame you live in a society that enjoys vilifying people, enjoys bringing people down. Shame. Big shame.
But why would people who have enjoyed the glory that comes with, you know, being in Miss Ghana walk away just to defame, you know, the same contest, the same organizers?
Well, I hope you wouldn't miss our days in court and you'd hear it all.
You have no idea why that will happen?
Like I just said, it's a personal, deliberate, consistent attack on my personality and the brand. Most importantly, it's on me. And they forget that there's a ripple effect on the brand.
Not one of them, two, three, and even with the 2017 Miss Ghana 60 Queen, at a certain point walked away. All her runner-ups also walked away. I'm wondering if there isn't something wrong, or you don't think there's something wrong with the organization, or maybe the way you handle
There's
things.
Nothing wrong. I've come to realize that we embrace mediocrity as a country. We love to destroy people. And the truth is, when you stand for what is right, you stand alone.
Well,
That's debatable, though.
Which of them?
When you stand for something that is right, you stand alone.
Well, in her case, she looks like she's standing alone. That's what she's trying to tell us. But we've been asking, because a lot of people have said, give out the franchise, you know, let somebody else handle it, because it looks like all these young ladies are complaining. But Ina says she's got it for life and she's not ready to let it go.
We must emphasize the fact that Miss Ghana, whether we like it or not, is our national pride and joy. It is the national beauty pageant.
Whether we like it or not.
Exactly.
But as to whether...
Hold on. Now, I say that because over the years, other pageants have sprung up to some extent that it makes people forget what Miss Ghana brand stands for. I'm sorry, but looks like today, with a lot of young girls, it's about slaying. They forget that. Miss Ghana...
What's slaying?
Hold on. Hold on. Miss Ghana is not about cash. It's not only about cash, car, and crown, these three C's. It's about service to country. This vision has been carried through from when I call him my chairman, Reginald Lai, Mr. Lai, under Media Whiskers management was running Miss Ghana up until some point. Shelley leased the franchise for 5 years, she run, and then now we have taken over completely because Mr. Lai has retired. Now, fast forward to...
You're taking over completely?
Yes.
You have the franchise completely?
Yes, we bought the franchise.
So you have it till eternity?
Yes.
Till you get tired?
That's what people don't get. And then they bash on radio and say, this one should come over and step in. I say, how unfortunate. How unfortunate.
You're not ready to let it go?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Even in the face of all that has happened?
Not at all.
Okay.
You know, I am... When I sit back and I reflect, It saddens me because you've sacrificed a lot of time, effort, resources to want to impact society, to want to position your country out there, promotes tourism, what have you. But it saddens me that you're trying to do this for country and people don't appreciate it. They rather want to destroy and tarnish and frustrate your efforts. You know, so you sit back at one point, I'm human, you know, you get hurt and you think, but it's something that I'm passionate about. And with passion, you can't kill that by maligning
even
the
when
person.
people don't appreciate the passion.
Honey, I don't need people to appreciate
It's
the
Miss
passion.
Ghana. You said it's a national pride.
Exactly. Now, I wouldn't delve into other areas, but let's say even in politics, do people appreciate what each president does? No. Every year, and that's the
But at least we have the opportunity to vote in and out.
Hold on. So what happens? You never, it's human. You would never appreciate what people, even Jesus Christ, was he not, I mean, what did he go through? But today we all.
People have choices.
That's
why people don't believe in him.
Exactly.
So they have choices. But in your case, we don't have a choice, it looks like.
No, you have a choice.
What's our choice?
You can decide to ignore or not be a part of Miss
You
Ghana.
said it's a national pride.
It is. I mean,
I'm
football.
Ghanaian.
Hold on a second. Football. How many people love to watch football? How many people are involved in the activities of the Black Star? Not everyone is. Yeah. C'est la vie.
Well, I do have a feeling that we're going to, a storm is brewing of all of this. I mean, and we're going to, we haven't heard the last of this.
We haven't heard the last of it. Tomorrow we'll get to hear whether she's a dictator, she's a monster, and whether she's a pimp, and how her family actually felt about it.
I can imagine there are going to be strong reactions to this.
Very strong reactions. Also, she's launching tomorrow. So Miss Ghana 2019 launches tomorrow. So it means that we are having a pageant this year as well. So for those who do not want to be associated, she's told you what to do. And if you want to come in, last year she had just a little over 20 people come for the audition. And she said she had quality instead of quantity. So maybe this year as well. But let's move on to WUTAH. And it looks like the group have gone apart again. And this time we don't know what's wrong. But we know that WUTAH is calling a free greedy.
Like, I get emotional every time I got to talk about this, but what bothers me most is that, you know, it's hard, like for something that you've worked so hard for, you know, and then your partner, it's like taking advantage of all the hard work that you have done and using the name for his personal stuff. You know, I get gigs and I call, we both go and do it with management, and you get gigs, or when somebody calls you for a gig for the both of us, then you sit on it. You know, you do, like, they do even do posters sometimes, they put WUTAH and I don't even know about it. And it's just you on it.
And have you confronted him?
Yes, I sent him a message, but he refused to respond.
Prior to that, did you have issues?
It's part of, a lot of issues have, you know, come up, so many of it, you know, and it's not something that has just started. It's something that has been going on for a long time now, and I thought that it could get better because, you know, like, we're growing, but as we grow, you know, it's like the greed gets too much and we all got bills to pay. So if you're working with somebody and they get greedy and you don't get what you deserve, what's going to happen?
Now, you're signed to NKZ, so NKZ should be able to handle this issue.
NKZ will handle it when they are ready to handle it.
But practically and functionally, are you being taken care of by the label?
So, like, from the whole of last year, you realize that nothing was happening. Do you understand? Like, nothing was happening because one person decided to get greedy. At the moment, in the position that I am, I'm feeling the pain. Like, I've worked so hard that I need to reap and I'm not reaping. And it hurts.
It's a pity, though.
Ghanaian groups, musical groups.
I mean, because they're surely on the back of this great track.
And then we're waiting for the next big one, and then they go apart. You know what happens? Somebody says they'll go apart till they get hungry, and they'll come back, make some money, go apart. When they're hungry,
shouldn't be the case.
Well, that's what happens. But imagine your little son asking you, Dad, why do you have TV cameras always on you? And maybe you're married to a woman who also has TV cameras on you, and you are not able to explain why you in particular, though you can tell about the mother. Here's Kim Kardashian trying to explain to Northwest why cameras follow them all around.
Why is there lots of people every day taking pictures of us?
Well, to get very technical, My name is Kim Kardashian.
No.
And Daddy is Kanye West. And Daddy is a singer, performer, artiste. Mommy has so many talents I can't even begin to name them.
So what's the talent?
Yeah.
What's the talent? You could tell your husband's talent.
Do we want to go back with talent? We want to go back to the beginning?
Too many talents she can't begin to mention. It's a shame though.
Or some talents.
Not even one. She mentioned 3.
Some talents you don't want to talk about.
Well, she's too young to know. But like they say, the internet never lies.
Oh,
She'll
yeah.
read that when she's of
grow
age.
Up to get to it.
Thank you for having us. Me and Inner Party and WUTAH and anyway.
All right, thank you to Ms. G for bringing us Showbiz.